Hello, hello, and welcome to Ozari Heals. Today I got another personal reading for you guys. This is going to be for a Gemini masculine I'm doing. So this is his personal reading. He mostly wanted to know about what's going on in his life as far as like career goals, what's going on inwardly with him, like that shadow self type stuff. So that's what this reading is mostly focused for. Now, I put it out there for all of you guys because there's a lot of Gemini men out there and women that could be going through the same energy. Because remember, energy is fluid. So this doesn't have to be for a man. This could just be in the masculine side of the feminine. So either way, tune in. If it sounds like you're reading, then by all means, take what resonates. If it ain't your story, don't stress about it. Don't worry about it. Go ahead. I'll be doing other readings later. For now, though, this is a personal, like I say, but take what resonates because it may really resonate with some of you guys. So I hope you enjoy. Okay. So first of all, hi, I miss you. Hey. Okay. I had to get that out of the way. Shout out. So, all right. I've already meditated on your cards. And like I say, because this is a personal reading, I was able to go ahead and lay out. Now, I haven't looked at any of the cards, looked at the plot, the story, none of that type of stuff. Everything is face down. Everything's just been shuffled out, tuned in on the energy. So beforehand, I wanted to go ahead and let you know spirit messages that I got, like just that I heard, things that I heard. The first thing I heard was, now I don't really know who this song is by, but I know I've heard it. And it go, I don't even know how it go exactly. All I know is it say something like, punks jump up to get beat down. It's like a rap song, and I just can't say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about because it say something like punks jump up to get beat down. It say something like that. That song. You have to look it up. And then the next thing I heard, this is like Mel's Diner or some weird name like that. And it's that song that everybody knows. All right, that's what I heard. Now, when you think about this song, you have to see how it's going to resonate when you're reading, when I actually go through your cards and everything. Because Mel's Diner is kind of one of them weird songs where she's just like sitting in this diner or cafe or whatever, and she's watching all this weird stuff go on around her. It's just a trippy song, so you have to listen to it. Then I heard, I think it's New Edition, and it was, can you stand the rain? Da-da-da, forever, mommy. Yeah, that song. That's what I heard. And then I heard a gospel song. Now, this is one of my favorite gospel songs, so I thought it was funny it came up. But it was one particular part that I really kept hearing. It was, oh, death, they're coming knocking at the sinner's door. Now, that song is called Traveling Shoes. And like I said, the song goes something like, oh, death, they're coming knocking at the sinner's door. Is it? Come on, sinner, ain't you ready to go where the sinner bent down just to buckle up his shoes and he counted all his loot. Something. It's a real good song, real good gospel song, like a quartet type song. So listen to that because it's a real good song. And then I heard the words magnetism and static electricity. I also heard something about your dreams. So those three things definitely pay some attention to, like that magnetism, static electricity, maybe something going on around you need to pay attention to. Even I'm even seeing like even electronics, maybe electronics start acting funny or something like that. It's none of that weird stuff, but at the same time, spirit may be trying to get a message to you. Pay attention to synchronicities at this moment. That means like if you keep seeing the same numbers over and over again on the clock, or you driving down the street and you keep seeing the same tag number, you keep seeing somebody's name, you're like seeing signs and symbols basically out in the world we live in. So pay attention to that. Okay. So first and foremost, what did I want to know? I had wanted to know about your money, career, and your finances. So we're going to go ahead into that. Now, first I want to know past, present, future on that there. So give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right, in the past, you had the 8 of coins. You had the 8 of coins in the past. See? Now I'm using the Hoodoo Tarot. All right. All right, this guy, I'm trying to remember his story because I tell you about the story. He was like a hoodoo guy, basically like a medicine man. And he believed deeply in the power of the blood. So he wrote he came up with a lot of things, basically medicine, rituals, and things like that. It involved the blood and how to heal the blood and different things like that. Now that's who that guy was. Now the thing about it is he had to develop he had to really develop his skill to be who he was. He had to really develop his skill. He had to work hard for his goals. He had to get some training. He had to do some brainstorming. He had to basically put that work in. He had to grind hard. So this is your past energy. So in your past energy, we got that you've been having to really put that work in. You've been having to grind hard. You're probably tired. Like you've been really working hard. This may be like overtime hours. This may be the type of thing where you just nonstop, non-go. And for the person that I'm reading with, this is just the fact that for a long time after all the struggles and stuff, you still having to grind and try to make it. And this is your past energy. All right. In your present energy, you have Dr. Grant. Now, Dr. Grant is our Hermit card, but you do have this in reverse. This is Dr. Grant. Now, on my major arcanas, I do have a scripture written, and this scripture is Luke 5:16. But he will withdraw to desolate places and pray. Going within, taking the time to go in and pray. Okay? So you've already done this. This is the present moment. You've already done this. You've been putting in that work. You've already been praying. You've been asking your guides, your ancestors. You probably, I hate to say it, but it really makes me think of in the moment, sometimes we get on our knees and pray to spirit the hardest when we're in the worst of our times. And that seems like almost what's happened to you. You've had to work so hard for things and you're still not feeling like you're accomplishing or where you want to be. So you've went within and you've prayed about these things. And now you're coming out of this energy because now you should be receiving the answers. It's time to come out. And if you haven't, this is presently what's going on. It's time to stop thinking and take action. It's time to stop sitting around and just waiting on your prayers to be answered and take the action because spirit has already given you the answers on what you have to do. What is it? Faith without works is dead. You have the faith. You've prayed about it. He's giving you the answer. Now walk on that and be the fool, leap out on faith and go ahead and do what it is that spirit's been telling you to do. And also look at this card as there's something you're doing and maybe there's another way of doing it. Maybe you're used to doing something a certain way, your perception of something, you keep going about something the same way, and it ain't working. And the spirit is trying to tell you, hey, yes, we want you to do this, but change your perception. Do it a different way. Something about the way you're doing something needs to be changed. If you have spiritual talents, and maybe you are blocking these, because this is also a card of when you go within, you unlock your spiritual gifts. And this is being paid for your spiritual gifts. So maybe there is something that you do. Maybe you draw. Maybe you write. Maybe you're an artist, a poet. Maybe you dance. Maybe you sing. There's something, a gift of some kind that spirit, God, universe, whatever you want to call them, has given you. And so now it's time for you to apply what you have opened up to. There's something you do and you do it very well. It's a gift that you've been given. So now, like I said, basically the same thing. Come on out of that energy. It's time to go ahead and do what spirit has led you to do now. And your future tense is beautiful because you have the 10 of baskets. Now, the 10 of baskets is a wonderful card. Now, off the bat, this card is just the dandelion down here at the bottom that I have written. It's really standing out to me. Now, dandelion, you already know about that dandelion. We live down here in the country, and certain times of the year, there's just dandelions all over the place. And down here, people pick dandelions and try all kind of stuff with it. People don't try to smoke it. People don't try to turn it into wine, make tea. Honestly, it's a lot you can do for dandelion, but if you actually look up the healing agents, the spiritual things that that a dandelion plant can do for you, is very, very healing. A dandelion plant can also help you to tap into your intuition. I often drink a sleeper's tea or things like that to help me sleep better or to chill with my anxiety or anything like that I may be having, and they often have dandelion in it. Dandelion is a really good herb that you can use dandelion just to put under your pillowcases. If you're having nightmares, if your kids have nightmares, there's all kind of things you can do with dandelion. So look it up. And dandelion is free. It's out there in the yard somewhere. So go pick you a few dandelions and see what you can do with them. But anyway, the 10 of baskets, beautiful card. Because this means that all that hard work you done put in, you done went in, you done prayed about these things. And then all you got to do is step out on faith and look. God gonna give you, divine universal energy is going to give you exactly what it is that you've been waiting on. Now, you may have to let some things go in this process, but what you want is right on the other side of you coming out of this energy of thinking, plotting, planning, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. The answers have been given to you now if you listen to your instinct, because again, every man has free will. Because all of these cards, this is tarot. They can change tomorrow. Like literally, if you come up on some luck and something happened tomorrow, you may literally change your mind, and next thing you know, you got a whole new branch of cards. Again, tarot is all about energy. So anything that is not moving quick enough, you have the power to make it happen. And Spirit is saying, if you make this happen, if you make these moves that they're telling you to make, you will have the 10 of baskets, which is everything you wanted. This is your dreams fulfilled. This is the perfect relationship. This is the perfect job, whether that be to be an entrepreneur or be getting bank on something. This is that real good energy of you done made it. Basically, this is where you feel as though you have made it on this 3D level. It's wonderful. All right. So that's what we got going on with that. Now, let's see what else we can get. What other messages Spirit wanted to give? All right. Now we have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Now, see, what I'm getting from this is off the bat, just because of what we've already read and said already about your finances, the 7 of Cups is like you have in the upright, this would be like you got so many options. But if you look in them options, not all them options are great. You got an option there that's just a concoction. You don't know what it is. You got a concoction there that is full of fire. You got one full of bubbles. Them could be some toxic bubbles. You don't know what's in that misty stuff. You don't even know. And the fire may burn you to death. And so you had a lot of options. All of a sudden, you don't have no options, which is great because it seems as though Spirit is trying to push you in a certain way. Again, the whole theme of your money seems to be you need to change the way you're doing something. There's something you keep doing, and it seems like it's something you've been doing over and over and over again. But it's something about your perception that's making you do this thing. And Spirit messages will come through later on that in a minute. But again, there is something where you're being forced a certain direction, so you need to go with it. Your path where you thought it was 1,000 roads in front of you, now Spirit done broke it down. It's like, I got here. You can't make up your mind. I done blocked the rest of these. We done got rid of these enemies on this side. We done did this and shifted this. Even if you can't see it, this is what is happening in the spirit realm. And they done made it to where now you don't have all these options. So now it's easier for you to go ahead and take that step and walk down that road. If you was thinking before, I don't know what to do. I don't know which way to go. What I'm going to do, Lord. Now Spirit is saying, okay, well, you ain't got but 2 choices. Pick one. Like your options have definitely been limited to where now you don't have to be all up in your head. You ain't got many options. So make a move, basically, is what they're saying. This should be taking you out of confusion. Whatever confusion there was, Spirit is like, well, we done took that away from you. And it may not have been something you was happy about. That could have been a definite tower moment. Like you could have came into some money and lost it. You could have gambled your money away. You could have got into a relationship and it didn't work the way you wanted it to work. It's something that you did where you took a gamble, and unfortunately it did not pay off. It did not work out for your benefit. And now Spirit is like, okay, so now you got less options. Boom or boom. Which path you really want to take? So you have the path of the the Page of Wands. Okay, the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands, this is again a young guy. But the great thing about this guy is all of a sudden, look at it. Young guy, he ain't paying the world no attention. He look like a fresh little baby, don't he? Look like fresh meat. That's great because fresh meat means excitement again, means fun. It means living. Somebody told me one day that I was existing and not living. And you know what? I really had to take that to heart and be like, you know what? Maybe they're right. Let me change some things because with everything going on in the world, look at it for real, y'all. Like, intermission, but look at it for real. With everything going on in the world, with the coronavirus going on, you got another black man that's been killed by some cops, done killed the guy by, putting his knee on the guy's neck, and cities are in an uproar. Even during the coronavirus, it's got black people pissed off. And as a side message for that, this is for a lot of you strong black men that feel as though you've been working. Message strong coming through at the moment that these ancestral curses are being broken. You really need to wake up and understand who you are. Because until you know who you are, you're unable to step into your power. The scriptures that are literally coming to me at the moment, what is that? It says, and the people will cry out to him. And what do we hear right now? Lord, why us? Why us, Lord? Why they keep doing us like this? What's up? Why they keep doing our black men like this? What's going on? What's up? That's what you hear on the streets right now. You hear the people crying out unto God. And it says they will cry out unto them and he will hear them. And when he hears them, he will make them remember. It's something you done forgot, black man. It's something you done forgot that's you needing to be remembering. And once you remember, you will be back in your throne. You'll be back where you're supposed to do and be back with who you're supposed to be with. But you got to wake up to it. It's free will. Many of you won't. And this is why many of you are having so many issues, because God is crying out to you. Universal Spirit is crying out to you to ascend, to get into this higher stuff. Y'all looking at all these queens doing all this stuff with sage and these, tarot cards, and y'all looking at it a certain way, but y'all need to wake up your own spirit because nobody else can get you there. Now, I know that was a side note, but that seems to be really resonating with this whole factor because, again, it's a personal reading. There are certain things about this person that I already know, and this is fitting perfectly, And maybe you need to come out of this mindset, because if you think the world is going to give you something, they're not. And this is what we've already been shown. So if that's the thinking that you have, that you deserve something, that you're owed something, then you don't forget what our people did all throughout history. Ain't none of them get nothing for free. They got their backs whipped. They got they got their necks broke. Nah, that means stand up, get in your power, and do what you need to do. Stop looking for a handout. Stop looking for someone to help you. You are supposed to be the king. What do you think your queens are right now when the kings aren't standing up? This is saying stand up in your power, because there's something you're supposed to be doing, and you're looking at it wrong. And because you're looking at it wrong, you messing it up. You're messing it up because it's actually something you need to be doing. It's something you need to be doing. You need to really pay attention to that down in there, because that's your money, dude. That's your livelihood. All right. Now, that was the page. I'm sorry. He was in the upright. That was the Page of Wands. Okay. Now we got the King of Cups. Great thing about this is the King of Cups, maybe this is saying you need to, the King of Cups is grounded in their emotions, and this is wonderful, because if there are emotions that are keeping you blocked from your money, they say the thinking of, if you believe in the phrase that money is the root of all evil, if you truly take that in and believe it, guess what? You'll never have a bunch of money. You never will, because you automatically believe that money is evil. Therefore, immediately your mind, your spirit is going to cut you off from having a bunch of it, because you believe that having a bunch of it is evil. True fact. True fact. So be careful what you think, because you manifest what you are. And the King of Cups, this is a person that's stable in their emotions. They go through the wave of the emotions without letting it take them through a storm. They go with the flow of their emotions. But they don't tell everybody how they feeling. Everybody ain't got to know your business, but they have it in control. And they're very loving. They're very nurturing. This is the type of person who, like in a relationship and even with their money, this person is very giving. You could be, and this is your future outcome. This is who you become. A king, you look like you started out as a page. That's like a youngster, thinking young, not doing the things you need to do. And through the process of whatever's been going on with you, this major shift that everybody's having, you're going to become the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups, any king to begin with, is stable. You're going to become stable. All you have to do is switch your thinking. Again, your whole money is tied up in something, in the way you think about money. So change the way you think about money, and you will change everything. It's something negative that you are thinking about when you think about money. So next time you just sitting there and you in your mind and you like, dang, what am I gonna do? How am I do it? Where am I getting my, next time you like that, listen to what you're hearing, because you may be hearing yourself tell yourself like, man, I can't do no better than this. And man, I'm gonna always be stuck. That is very low energy that's going to keep you stuck. So pay attention to it, because it's something about the way you're thinking is keeping all your money blocked. It ain't your skill. It's not that there aren't opportunities. It's something about you, way you think about money. So really pay attention to that. All right, so we're going to move on past your money. That was your money. Now we're going to go on into some of your life purpose. Let's see what Spirit has to tell you. Again, very effective to go with your money. Let's see what Spirit wants to really tell you about your life purpose. Okay, wait a minute. That's right here. I was going to say that ain't right. All right. In the past, you had the Three of Knives. You had the Three of Knives. Look at that card. Make sure you see it. That's a myrtle tree. We got the bottles hanging out of the tree. We got the dog that's over there pissing on the grave. You got the shadow man. It's got 3 knives in him. And you got this in reverse. All right? You got this in reverse. So what does this mean? This means that in the past, you were definitely going through some heartbreak. You were definitely going through very hard times, some type of emotional traumas. I mean, look at it. And this, because this is in the reverse. This is coming out. This is how you were feeling. But just look at the card. You know, we got a lot going on there. It ain't exactly good. The dog pissing on the grave. Yeah. And look, even the shadow from where the dog pissing on the grave. Look, kind of get over that finger. Okay, look like a bat. Don't that look like a bat? You know, that ain't nothing good. Look at what we got going on right now. You may have been sick, because as soon as I see the back, I hate to say it, but it really do make me think of the Coco. You know what I'm talking about. So, you know, you may not have been feeling good. Your body may have been tired, but you had been going through some emotional stress, some emotional trauma, some things that really had you feeling down. You were feeling rejected, betrayed, hurt. You were feeling stabbed in the back. You were feeling disrespected. Like, you were just feeling like things were just a painful end for you. Lonely. And like I say, definitely because of this depression in your spiritual self, it caused you some illnesses. So in the past, you're probably just now getting over some ailments, you know, something in your body may have been hurt. You may have been feeling pretty sick. You're getting over that now, though. All right. Now, the great thing about it is you have the 2 of Sticks. That's your present energy. Your present energy is the 2 of Sticks. Present energy is the 2 of Sticks. Now, this is being able to work in a partnership with someone. This is being able to plan for your success. Instead of just jumping and leaping and taking off in any direction, this is the 2 of Sticks is like having those 2 paths and being able to sit there for a second and take the correct path because you've correctly judged which one is going to work best for you. This is speaking your mind. Not keeping back what you feel, not keeping back what you feel inside, because that's not what we're meant to do as people. Whatever's hurting you, you need to say it. Even if you're wrong. Even if you're wrong, because maybe that's exactly what needs to happen. Maybe you need to say how you feel. The other person needs to say how they feel and get it out the way. If you've been having troubles at work or in your personal life, whatever it may be, people around you, say how you feel. But you got to know how to say things. You can't say things just off the hammer all crazy, because you see how this man is standing there with the 2 sticks in his hand. He is standing there looking, and he is judging, and he is calm. Again, the King of Cups, like you just had, the King of Cups can handle his emotions. He ain't flying off the handle when he say what he got to say, but he's coming out of a place of love when he says it, because he's healing the pain that he has from this episodes. Remember, you were just coming out of really low energy. So if there's some words that you need to say to make yourself feel better, guess what? Say them. And that don't even mean to that person. You can go outside and tell it to the tree, to the ground, to the Lord, to the angels, to the whatever you want to. Put it into a cup of water and throw the cup of water out. Put it onto a piece of paper and burn a piece of paper. It's many ways that you can let go of the energy you're feeling. But some way, somehow, you need to let go of that energy. You need to go ahead and make your mind up and move past that. Because this is going to bring you progress. It's going to give you new ideals. It is, you know, whatever this thing is that you're, as far as your money, that you're not doing, that you need to be doing, or that you're seeing incorrectly. Once you clear some of this gunk out of there, you're going to get new ideals to go along with what you already know. And these ideals are going to make you where you're not afraid anymore. You're not going to be afraid anymore. This is another card. That this man, look at that water. This man has already made up his mind. He right on the edge, looked like his foot stepping in. You don't know how long he was sitting on the edge of the bank. He may have been sitting there for the last 5 years. He looked kind of old, don't he? He looked kind of like, a little broke down. But guess what? He done finally made up his mind, and he crossing the river. In his shadow self, he's dealing with his demons. He's doing it because he's like, all right, I can't do this no more. He looked tired. He just can't do it no more, and he's not afraid. And this also means travel. This means that you're getting ready to go somewhere. Maybe there's somewhere that you're getting ready to go soon, another place, another destination. You will be traveling to a new place soon. All right. For your future, you have the 9 of Sticks. All right, now this is to be careful. This is the 9 of Sticks. Because you want to make sure Because again, the two sticks is where you are presently. And you see how he's got two sticks in his hand. Now to cross this river, it's almost like Spirit done said you can only take one stick. You can only go one way. Maybe the river splits to the left and it splits to the right. He has to make up his mind which direction down the river he's going. The same as the two sticks. Now in the present energy, you are being calm and you're already thinking about what's the best move to make. So again, go with your intuition. You have a passion, you have a drive. There's something you're supposed to be doing. Go deep within, pray about it, meditate on it, and figure out which path is best for you. Because unfortunately, it looks like whatever you're thinking at the moment may not be the best idea. May not be the best path for you. Why don't you take a look at that card real good? That's the 9 of sticks. Let me get that one out of the way for you guys. That's the 9 of sticks. Now look at it. Look how guarded this lady looks. She got her pistol in her hand. She got the rabbit's foot round her neck. She got the Holy Bible in the other hand. Look at all the skulls behind her. This lady don't look like she playing no games. This is someone that feels oppressed. She feels like she ain't got no way out of a situation but to claw her way out. This is somebody that's in that type of energy. This person has had enough. All that they can taste good and they can't take no more. That's it. They done had it. However, one thing that she has to remember is that the ancestors, even these skulls behind her, the spirits, the ancestors, they're there to help this woman. All she has to do is call out to them and they will handle it. They will handle it for her. This is feeling like you got to defend yourself, testing your faith in something, being prepared to fight, and maybe even up until the death if you have to. It's that do or die type attitude. So again, be careful with this attitude because this is actually not a very good energy to be in. This is like 10 of sticks would be like a severe burden, a severe hurt. And this right here is leading you to your hurt and pain. So again, take your time. Think about what decisions you're making, because if you're making a decision out of this emotion of hurt, pain, sorrow, feeling, again, again, when you look at it, if you are making your decisions from a hurt place, from a vengeful place, from a place of fear and all these different things, unfortunately, this will end bad for you. That will end bad for you. You need to walk in faith out here. Again, walk in faith. You may not see what's in front of you. You may not know the next direction to take, but that doesn't mean that the path is not already laid out for you. All you have to do is take the steps, and Spirit will lead you. Come up out of this negative energy. You need to really go within and let some things go. Again, that's why I told you that 10 of cups, I just told you a minute ago, that 10 of baskets is there for you. Look at that. Spirit just said it a few minutes ago. All the happiness, everything you can want, they got it. They got it. And what did you have before that? Taking a moment to think. That's the exact same spread almost. You're taking a moment to think. But it can end in two ways, basically. That's what this is saying. These are your two paths. You can get the 10 of baskets, which is like everything you ever wanted. Or you can get the 9 of sticks, which is like, uh-oh. Because you don't know the way that's going to work out, but it's some It's some drama. It's some no good. That this could lead you in a very bad way. So you make up your mind which path you're going to take. What I can tell you is from what the cards have said, take the decision that you don't usually take. That's the first thing they said is if there is something that you keep on doing your whole life over and over and over again, do something different. Have faith that this new thing will give you what you need. Don't be scared of it. Do it. All right. Now we're almost getting finished here. All right. Now we have anything about love we wanted to come up. So in the past, you had the 3 of coins. You had the 3 of coins. Look at the gypsy lady. Ooh. We had the 3 of coins. All right. Now the gypsy lady, basically, this was something about money. Somebody possibly exceeding your expectations. Something about the other person in the love life, either you or the other person, somebody had, when you look at it materialistically, somebody had more money than somebody else had. That's basically how to look at this. Also, somebody may have had more spiritual gifts than the other person, because this is like going to somebody in need and help. You see how he got the money out on the table? Now this could be two things. Somebody else is doing this, and again, take that as you want to, but again, when this is talking about in a relationship way, maybe you're going to readers. Again, you're here, so maybe you're going to readers trying to get advice. But be careful with all the advice that you get, because spirit always has the answers within you. It's good to get advice, but be careful on some things that you hear. Maybe because this doesn't have to be a tarot reader. This could be like family, friends, other people that you're going to for advice. Be careful, because some of these friends, some of these other people that you work with, maybe some other buddies or something like that, could be telling you the wrong thing. And then this is also a card of going within. If somebody tells you something, your spirit should know if it resonates or not. Same thing with a reading. If it doesn't sound like your story, it ain't for you. You know within you if it's your truth or not. So that part, go within and figure that out. All right, we got the 10 of coins in the present. So at the moment, you want a relationship. You want to be able to build with somebody. Look how everybody gathered around. You want that happy home. You got the kids, the husband, the wife. Look, you got grandma and grandpappy back there. Big old pretty home. They all eating. This is beautiful. You just had the 10 of baskets. Now you got the 10 of coins. Like, you can have something really, really beautiful. The stable family, relatives that love you and come over for cookouts and different stuff. This could also talk about some kind of inheritance, like I told you before, breaking these curses. When you break a curse, you get blessings. So again, all of this is to take in, because your overall message so far is really, really good, because it's saying it, man, right around the bend, just around the river bend. You got some really great blessings coming for you, but you have to make the right choices. You have to make the choices that are of the light, not of the darkness. All right. And on that, we've got the 4 of knives. 4 of knives. Look how he's just chilling. He ready, but he's just chilling. Maybe this is what you need to do. Is go within, take some time. No, you've already did this, right? Because this is coming out on the upside. All right. This could also say that that one of the things you could be doing now that you're doing wrong is not taking the time to slow down. You have several cards that were saying taking the time, you've got, I think, 3 cards on the table that say slow down, take a minute and think about what it is you're doing. Plan out a strategy. This card is basically saying the same thing, but you had it in reverse. This is saying that you're not taking that time. And by not, again, this is where you're going to make the wrong choice. Slow down. If you don't know what to do in your mind, ask the spirit to clear out the chaos that's going on. Because maybe, again, there's something about a decision that you are making or in the process of making that is a wrong decision. I don't know if you have some type of plan, if you're going back to a past lover, if you are like trying to do something financially you think you're going to get away with. Be very careful, because this reading is looking like a warning if you make the wrong choice. It looks like you've got 2 paths, 2 choices, and within you know the right answer. But if you make the wrong choice, your karma going to come back and it's going to get that booty. That's what I can tell you. But if you make the right choice, then all your blessings going to come true. That's literally about the gist of your whole reading. Now there is someone that you're thinking about, because when you see them, it makes you think about good times. Whenever you see this person, maybe you're looking through their Facebook, little stalker you. Maybe you're looking through their Facebook, maybe you're going through the gram or something like that, because there's somebody, even if it's not that and you're just remembering someone, there's someone you think about, and this person is a good thing, because when you think about them, they make you feel happy. They put you in good times. And there's something about this person. Maybe this is the person you like, man, as soon as I got my stuff together, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you, girl. I'm coming to get you, because all you're saying is that you got some loose ends that you need to tie up, but you are on the way. You like, You mine's, girl. I'm on the way. Here I come. You better be ready, because here I come. But also you're saying, but I got some things I got to work on right now, because, man, I got a lot on me. I am burdened with responsibilities right now. Look at this guy. This guy is pulling out his head. He going crazy. He's just going crazy. He is, I think this from The Simpsons. This dude is tripping. So again, slow down. Calm down. Take a breath a moment. Take a breath. All right. Now, a little bit more about your money, whatever spirit messages we had to come out on that. See, first card. Go focus now. Again, you really need to take a moment And taking a moment don't mean, oh, okay, let me go sit down and read. Let me go sit down and think about all kind of stuff. Let me go sit down and do this or do that. No, taking a moment means shutting up. That means shutting up your mind, shutting up all of that. You know, when you pray, you're asking God for things. You're telling him about your life. You're telling him what's going on. You're telling him how much you love him and all that. You talking to him. You're the one carrying the conversation mostly. But when you meditate, when you focus, when you go within, that is you taking a moment to be still and stop thinking and say, all right, Lord, now all that I done asked you, what is it that you want to tell me? And then you shut up. You stop thinking. You stop going through all these crazy ideas. You just be quiet and you listen to what God has to tell you. So go focus. Go get somewhere. Sit down. Go sit your butt down and take a minute. Focus. Now, somebody is cutting everybody off for you, or you are doing this. If you, because this somebody that you said you are on your way to as soon as you get your stuff together, you cutting everybody off. You've made up your mind, and you like, forget this foolishness, because I am, like I said, I'm on my way, girl. I'm on my way. Or you, if it's a job, if it's whatever it is, it's somebody you're wanting to get to. This could be family, friends, a lover, whatever it is, a job, like I say, whatever it is, whatever negative you were doing, you cutting it off. And you like, no, I'm cutting it off because I got to have this over here. Look what I tell you. You have a great money idea that is coming in when you take this right path. Let go of this way that you've been thinking. Like, and maybe you're thinking you're not going to be successful. Yeah, you are, because you got a great idea coming in. You've already got it. And you're going to get it because why? Because you are a hard worker. I think your very first card in the money spiral said that you always been a hard worker. Like, your work has always showed who you are. So hang in there. You're a hard worker and you're going to get what's supposed to come to you. Look at that. I told you before, you're going to have some unexpected travels. Some unexpected travels coming up. So prepare for that. Prepare yourself to go somewhere. And maybe it's somewhere you didn't think you were going. You might be the type that love to travel and go where the wind blows you. So get prepared for that. Maybe you're being taken on another venture. And look, be okay with that, because you know what? Maybe on this venture, you finna get a new home or a new car. And don't say that ain't happened to you before, because you have been swept off by the wind and came into some mighty blessings. Guess what? Maybe that's about to happen again, so get prepared for it. One thing about you now, you can't save your money to save your life. You just can't say no money. The second it hits your pockets, it burns. This say you can't save a dime. You can't save no money. So again, your money not staying with you, and it's because of some way that you're thinking about money. Stop, if something that you're thinking about money, maybe you thinking, oh, you got more money coming, I can just spend a little bit, and you end up spending all your money. Or maybe you taking your money and you gambling with it. Maybe you buying too many tickets or spending it on too much lottery, spending it on sports. Maybe you spending it on girls and lovers. Who knows what you're doing with your money? But whatever it is that you're doing, you're not being able to save nothing. So change your thinking. Stop spending it on stuff you ain't needing to spend it on. All right. Because you got things to do. So go ahead and do the damn thing. It say do that thing. It say go on and do it, because you have things to do. So go ahead and do it. All right. We got a few more final messages for you. You are going through, boom, a spiritual awakening. I love this card. So I'm going to make sure you can see that picture. Ain't that pretty? That's some pretty colors. It says, all religions contain some type of wisdom, but no religion contains all religion. Again, very knowledgeable, Gemini type of person, very knowledgeable, looked into stuff, wonderful communicator with most. A Gemini man, you are going through a spiritual awakening, so don't be afraid. This spiritual awakening, you may feel some body aches or headaches and things. Know that you're going through an ascension, and that's supposed to happen. You are learning the lessons that you were supposed to learn, so keep going. Whatever has happened, know that it's happened for a reason, and you've learned something. That was the point. You were supposed to learn this particular lesson. Now, to help you get through this, go do something fun. Go outside and play. If you've just been moping around, go outside and play. Do something that feels good to you. Go outside and run through the field. Like, do something that actually feels good. Go take your shoes off and wade through the water. Go do something to make you feel good for a minute. This time, stop worrying about everything and everybody else, because it's probably throwing you off balance. Think about yourself first, because only you can get you where you're trying to go. And you aren't being selfish when you put you first. Put you first this time, and the things you're doing will lead you to where you're trying to go. Because now, once you put yourself first, that's self-love. Once you love yourself, now you can animate that same energy to others. Now, others can feel the love from you. When you don't love yourself, when you got issues, it's the saying, hurt people hurt other people. So be real careful with that. Go ahead and let yourself heal. Now, there is someone, again, this person, whoever this is you thinking about, you knocked it on the nail. This is your ultimate lover. Like, they have the award of being the best lover you done ever had, or you to them. You have the award of being the best lover they've ever had. Either way, again, I might have to say you at the moment because a lot of your cards are saying, hey, girl, I'm on my way. So, all right. Again, you got a lot of cards saying meditate, pray. Take 5 minutes and imagine something great. Take 5 minutes every day and just sit back. 5 minutes is not long at all in a whole day. We think about all kind of things. We think about our burdens, our trouble, what's going on in the world. Take 5 minutes every day and just sit back and imagine something great. Whatever that be to you, if it's a brand new car, a brand new house, if it's a wonderful family life, if it's you winning a bunch of money from the lottery, going on vacation, just imagine, like, fantasy. Let yourself fantasize. I know that's really hard for a Gemini because you're so logical that you don't really let yourself fantasize. You don't let yourself imagine the beauty that lurks beyond the veil. Let yourself imagine this week. Go ahead, take some time through the day and just imagine what could be. Have optimism. And there's something going on around you. You need to shut up and you need to stay out of it. There's something going on. And again, this may, because I told you there's something about your money. Maybe you feeling some type of ways, feeling froggy about some money. Who knows what's going on? But you need to shut up and you need to stay out of it because you're only going to make it worse. It is not going to be a good deal. So don't do it. Now, Spirit has to say relief. They are sending relief. You see that card number 22? Look at that. I always love these cards. They are sending in relief for you. So whatever trouble, and look how they're walking away from that tower. She is behind the tower. It's like she done escaped and she is free and these cords have been cut and there's relief. Look how the sun's shining now and she walking away. Look how dark that castle is behind her. They are sending in relief to help you through this situation, like I told you. Because what? Next card, divine connection, because you do have a divine connection in spirit. Maybe, again, they said to beginning to pay attention to your dreams. Now, one thing I am really noticing, which is bringing up from the very beginning, the magnetism and static electricity. This is really because the aurora borealis doesn't happen everywhere. Now, you probably know more about this than I know, so all I know is there's some weirdness that go on, and I think it has something to do with like static electricity up in the sky or whatever because of whatever's going on. You know more about it, like I say, probably. But it's really bringing me to that point. So again, when you start taking the time to go within, Spirit said you got some gifts. Hey, don't be afraid. Who knows what you're going to be able to do? You may notice that, you might have a few powers, or you may notice some stuff. You may notice something in the sky. You may notice things in your dream. But this is from the divine because you have a close connection to him. All right. Now, the quiet within. Again, another card just saying, be quiet. Be quiet. Let it go within to find the question and to find the answers to life's questions that you're looking for. The answers you're looking for are not going to come from this person, from that person, from this place, from that place. The only way you're going to find these answers is to go within, because that's where the answers are. Again, that means shut up and listen to what Spirit tells you to do. Now, that's simple as that. That's the best way I can put it. Now, kidneys, you need to pay attention. You need to definitely get to drinking some more water. You definitely have the body and the kidneys popping up. We know how major the kidneys are. If you're not drinking enough water, if you're not drinking enough of the right things, if you're drinking too much alcohol, take care of your body, because this is definitely saying to pay attention to your kidneys. Your kidneys are what's going to keep all that gook from flowing. Remember, everything you think spiritually in some way manifests in the body physically. So again, if you stressing, worried about money, if you about to be doing the wrong things, making the wrong decisions, then the thing that's supposed to remove toxic stuff ain't gonna work right. It's gonna come back that way, because that's what the kidneys do. The kidneys remove the toxins out of your body. So again, pay attention. As you putting too many toxins in your body don't like it. And it will show you how much it don't like it. This is also clearing negative thoughts. If you are having negative thoughts, then again, any toxicity, if you're thinking negative, again, because you got that card that says that because of how you in your feelings about some stuff, that you may come off on somebody in the wrong way, and unfortunately it will be bad for you, because it's like holding in your emotions. Like I said, say what needs to be said and just figure out the right way to say it, because in the long run it's only going to actually hurt you. Put yourself first, put your health first, put your body first, put your needs first. All right, and then you have wisdom of the whole. Like I said, you already got that divine connection. You are getting wisdom from the whole of it all. Not a little piece here, not a little piece there. You are getting wisdom from the divine, from what is the one, the alpha, the omega, beginning, end, whatever you want to call it, the ra, the however you want to look at whatever it is that you pray to. You are getting wisdom from the whole. All right, now you have two. All right, one of your angels is Lahaia. Don't know how to say it. Lahaia. I think that's angel number 34. Obedience. He is the angel that is around you right now in your presence. He has been sent down to help you, and he is trying to show you obedience. Obedience is needed. Just like them two towers of Jachim and Boaz and walking up them steps in the middle. You can't keep going up the steps until you learn obedience. We all have to be obedient to the one, period. So you need to learn obedience. This is one of your lessons that you want you to work on. Marbus. Now, Marbus is one of our lower energy demons, as we would put it. But again, when we look at this, I look at this as the shadow self, the shadow man, that is the demons within you that you're having to fight right now. And Marbus is one of unrestrained living. Maybe you are living a life that is too unrestrained, and you need to start reeling it in, and you need to start paying attention. You need to rectify what you could save at this moment and stop living with unrestrained living. Maybe I'm definitely feeling the age thing. You're not no young chicken, spring chicken no more, like they would say. You can't just be running out here in them streets, boy. That unrestrained living. It's time to reel it in. And again, this too makes sense, because this is saying basically you ain't being obedient. And guess what? He is the helper. That's the angel Lahaia is already beside you, whispering things in your ear, telling you things with his hand on your shoulder, saying, hey, you need to listen, man. Don't do that. No, you need to do it this way. So that's what you need to do, because he is teaching you what? To be obedient. That's going to change your whole life if you listen to what they're telling you now. Now, good thing about it, there's definite movement. You have Chariot here. And that says, with God, we shall do valiantly. It is he who will tread down our enemies. Again, if you got some beef with somebody, don't you worry about it. It's not up to you to take it out on somebody else because you feel hurt. That's something you're going to have to deal with. Even if you feel like that person has hurt you, it's not up to you to go and take revenge. I mean, look right now what we got going on in the world. What's it helping? What is it really, really helping? Look how many more people finna be sick because we all mad about what's going on with the black people. Like, look at it, really. Is it helping anything? Nah, it ain't. Is they going to stop doing it? Nah. I don't think so. I don't think there's but one power that can change the things that need to be changed in our world. Period. I don't give that power to no man, because man can't do it. So you definitely have movement here. You definitely getting ready to go into a new cycle, into something wonderful. And if you've been feeling stuck, you don't have to feel stuck no more, because you're definitely getting that movement that you've been looking for. Now, last thing we have is the Hangman. Now, I love this card because, again, this is, that thinking man in a way. That thinking man. Because even though the thinking man is the hermit, the reason why I say this is because look at that noose around his neck. Look how he's sitting there. This is like, picture it now. Picture it. We got a lot going on. We got a lot of black cards right now. Picture it. You got the black guy, like back in the day, the old Roots movies and stuff, and he's standing on the back of the pickup truck or sitting on the back of the horse. They got the noose around his neck. You can hear dogs barking. It's a bunch of them standing around. Get that dude. Get him, get him, get him. All that good stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. That part. Now, look how he's looking. He's sitting there. He not trying to shake up out of it. He ain't worried about it, because he already know, man, if I try to get out of here now, they ain't going to do nothing but kill me anyway. I better just sit here. But look how he looking. Look how he looking. Look at his eyes. He looking with determination. He's looking with skill and craft. He is planning. And you better believe the second they snatch up that loose and pull off and go on about their business, he going to wiggle his way up out that thing. And he going to figure out a way how to get away. And it's going to be his victory. Ha, 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 laugh in their faces type of thing. So I'm loving that card for you, because, again, you've been feeling stuck and there's movement. You've been feeling stuck. These are the two that Spirit is telling you. You've been feeling real stuck. There is movement if you just allow it to flow naturally. All right, well, that is all the messages I had for you. Like I say, this was not really a love reading. He wanted to get a little deeper on what he needed to work on, because there's some stagnation going on in his life. He doesn't know which direction to take, and that's exactly what the cards were saying, that you do have a path to take, and it's up to you. So as a final message, all I can really say for you is that you are on the right path, and you are exactly where you are supposed to be. Everything that's happened to you for a reason, but now you're being given a very clear choice. I'm surprised the justice card didn't come up, but you're being given a very, very clear choice. Either take this route or take this route. Now, Spirit's already said, the route that you've always taken before, don't take that route. Take a different route. Now, that different route probably looks scary as heck, because you don't know what lies on that side, because you're not used to taking it. You're used to taking this path, which unfortunately ain't never led you where you're trying to get to. Take this other path. It may look scary. You may be afraid. You may be like, you just may be freaking out about, oh my gosh, but if I do this, what I'm going to do? How I'm going to do this, and how I'm what? And Spirit is saying, trust in him. Be like, who was it? Peter, Paul, one of the P boys that stepped out on the water. He stepped out on the water having faith. Step out on the water. Now, don't be like him and start doubting all of a sudden, because once you're on the water, dude, you're already floating. You're already on top. So now stay there. That type of thinking. So, I hope you all enjoyed. I hope it resonated for more of you out there than even just the person that this video is going out to, you guys. I love you guys. You guys stay safe out there right now. Much peace, love, and baby, people like me sure need hair grease. So, love you, babies. Take care. Bye.